So I needed to make some more clamp storage because I wanted to get all of my clamps onto the same wall. So I'm using some plywood here. I cut that backer piece. It's about 6 inches. All my divider pieces are about 6-inch squares that I cut a 45 into. And I used some CA glue to hold all of those pieces in place while I pre-drilled and drove in all of my screws. Then I mounted that whole piece to the wall using, I think, 3-inch load-bearing screws. You can do a French cleat if you want, that way you can move it around later, but I just drove it straight into the studs. Alright, and then the next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use some of those cutoffs right there and cut them down, and I'm using those to make a little pipe clamp storage because I have like 4 pipe clamps, so I want to make sure I get those on the wall as well. Doing the same routine here, star bond to hold, pre-drill, and then screws. Drilling my screws directly into the studs, putting them in place there. And then doing the same thing with these heavy-duty bar clamps that I have, using these little cutoffs, which was nice because I thought I was going to end up throwing them all away, and now I get to use them to make some more clamp storage. Same idea, just spacing them out, star bond, pre-drill, and then drive in screws. Mount it to the wall, and perfect. And then here I'm using some cutoffs from a 2x4, and I'm using 4-inch load-bearing screws into the studs, and then just setting a 2x4 on top of those. Bar clamps fit on there perfectly. And then I'm doing the same thing again on the top with a shorter one for my easy hold clamps and some of my smaller bar clamps. I was able to make all of this out of about a 1/4 sheet of plywood and then some random 2x4s that I had laying around the shop. So very inexpensive, very easy, and I think it looks pretty awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. I hope this was helpful and gives you some inspiration.